Hey there, everyone. This is Hunter Wolf, also known to everyone else as Dwayne Ferguson, and that's only when I have my eyeglasses on. You see, when I take my glasses off, I'm a different person. Kind of like Superman. Like, no one has been able to figure out this is the same guy. But moving right along. Also, if you hear any lawn mowers in the background, don't worry. Where I live, people will mow the second the grass is dry. So if it rains, the second the sun comes out, they're crazy for lawn mowing out here. Crazy for it. Today we're going to talk about how to be more organized on your computer. I'm on a Mac, but these techniques should work in some regard if you're on a Windows PC. At least that's the theory. The first thing I want to do is show you how to be more efficient when you're doing a search for things on your computer. In the version of Mac that I'm using, Mac OS, I'll go to About This Mac in my Mac menu. I am on version 10.55 of the Leopard operating system. And when you have Leopard, you'll notice that you have this little magnifying glass up here called Spotlight. So if I click on it, I can then enter something to find on my computer. I can also access this feature with the keyboard shortcut of Command Spacebar. So let me tell you the inefficient way to search first of all. I'm currently listening to, for the 16,000th time, Stephen King's The Dark Tower audiobooks. I've read the books, I've read the comics, now I'm listening to the audiobooks again. Something about those characters so cool. Anyway, I'm going to enter Dark Tower, and then I'm going to click where it says Show All. Now the part we're interested in is right here at the bottom of this window. It says that Spotlight has found 334 items. Now the problem with doing a search like this is that it's going to find everything on your computer that has those words in it, dark and tower. Not necessarily Dark Tower, just that. So let me show you a faster way to find exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to once again invoke Spotlight, and I'm going to put a quotation mark at the beginning of my search, type Dark Tower, and end, oh man, look at the dyslexia in full effect, folks, Dark Tower with the quotation at the end as well. And let's go ahead and show all. Look at the difference. 41 items. Kablam! 41. It's only going to find things that have exactly Dark Tower instead of the words dark and the words tower. For example, the earlier way that I did the search, I could have written an email to someone saying, hey man, it's awfully dark outside. So that's going to show up in my search. But because I put Dark Tower, it's only going to find things that have that exact specification in those quotes. All right, now let's talk about something else that really drives me totally and completely crazy. Not, by the way, that I'm not there already. I have clients, and you will remain nameless, who have documents all over their desktop. Makes me want to just jump out of a window. Can't stand it. Stuff everywhere, and also in their dock, about 400 trillion applications. Let me show you what I've done in my dock over here. I have a folder I created called App Stack, which has all my applications in it. Battle Stack, which has all my games. Util Stack for all my utilities. So how did I create these? Easy. I'm going to double click on my main hard drive, which I renamed Sentinel. And what I can do is click right here and create a new folder called, let's just call it Example Stack. So I'll just call it X Stack. Then what I do is I go to my applications, and let's say I want to put the address book in there. So I click on the address book, press Command L, and it gives me an alias. Drag the alias into the X Stack folder. Then click on X Stack and just go ahead and rename it if you want to. So I'll go ahead and get rid of the alias. And to rename things, just click on it one time, and eventually the field will allow you to type something. Then take your X Stack folder and drag it to your dock. So when I click on this, I can see the address book in there. I'll put one more thing in there just to show you. I will go to, let's say, Anime Studio, press Command L on the icon for that. Once again, drag this over to my new folder, or I can drag it right to the stack if I want to, like so. So here's the X stack, drag it right on top of there. Then I can go to the X stack, click Open in Finder, and that opens that X stack folder for you. So I can go in here and I can get rid of that word alias. I can't stand that part. Just don't put alias, man. I know what it is. So when I go to my dock now, I can click on X stack and get to anything that I want to with one click. Very handy. By the way, one more tip before I end this episode of VectorCrush. I'm going to click and hold my mouse down on this stack here, and I'm going to choose to show this as a grid. So when I click on it now, I can see all of my icons in a nice arranged fashion. Or you can click and hold your mouse down and choose list or fan or whatever makes you happy. So here's what list looks like. You get a list of your applications. I'll hold down. Automatic, we'll just choose something on its own based on the magnification that you have there. So I'll go ahead and choose fan, which is the default. I always choose grid. I like to see the applications like so. I like to see the icons. So folks, that is how you can start to arrange and clean up your Mac. So take all those documents that you have, put them in a new folder like I have here, drag that folder inside of your Sentinel or whatever your name of your hard drive is, and then drag that folder right down into your dock and start cleaning up that Mac. A dirty Mac is not cool. You need to be organized to be efficient in your workflow. The more organized you are, the easier it is for you to find the things you need to work with now on applications, on documents, on things for clients or for yourself. Don't have things all over the place. I will be coming to your house. I have agents everywhere. And we're going to check your computer. If your computer is messy, you will get 20 demerits and you'll have to spend 2 hours in detention for 2 weeks. This is Hunter Wolf for VectorCrush. See you in 2 weeks.